Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Zach, aka the Treasure Troll, bringing you another fun day at the thrift. Today we are out at Kearney City, Mission. It's a great thrift store, wonderful program that they run. All the proceeds go to a homeless shelter that is next door. So I like to shop here and support them as much as I can. I'm gonna go ahead and check out the media, but you know, it's a little thin on the ground right now, so just kind of fast forward through me skimming this. Not really finding anything. Do check out a little bit of the clothes here, kind of come around the corner. And I like the electronics section over here. Every once in a while I can find something good, and today is no exception. Pull down this Sony Handycam. It is in the bag. I'm going to pop it open here so you can see it. And this is a great find, guys. For only $10, it's got the bag, it's got all the cords, it's got the camera, of course. It's also even got an extra battery, so there's two batteries in there. I have already tested it. It is working 100%. Good to go. And check out the comps on this, guys. 120, 100. I was gobsmacked. I'm gonna ask 125 on mine with the whole set, and I think I'll probably get it. I'll take the first 100 that comes at me. Alright, we're going to go through this section real fast again. I like this fast forward feature. You don't have to watch me bebop around looking at stuff that's not worth anything. Oh, this little guy right here. Talk to his mom a little bit here. He is so excited. He's getting that little ride-on thing with the little launcher thing. Man, that is so cool. I am so jealous. I never had anything cool like that as a kid. I mean, I had cool stuff. I mean, my parents were awesome and they did buy me some good stuff. I love you guys, but come on. How awesome was that thing? All right, going through the tchotchkes and the glass and all the stuff I don't really want to deal with. But I got to go look because you never know. Every once in a while you find something worth it. Coming around the corner here and I find this toolbox down on the floor here. This is a Kennedy brand toolbox. Now, if you don't know toolboxes, Kennedy brand is one of those ones you want to watch out for, especially the vintage ones. This one is in pretty rough shape, as you'll see in just a second, but it does have the tray, which is almost always missing. You could probably sell the tray for 10 or 15 by itself. I'm looking at it. I'm trying to decide if I really want to deal with the weight and the hassle of shipping this. I mean, it's not very big, but it's heavy. And so I look it up, and it's worth about 35 plus ship, which that's not bad. I think they only wanted $5 for it. In hindsight, I maybe could have gotten it, but the two comps I'm showing are really clean, nice looking, and this one unfortunately has quite a bit of paint damage on the bottom there, as you can see. I mean, it's solid. It's not rusted through. I could probably fix that or refurbish it, but I leave it behind. We're going to go ahead and zoom through again. Checking out a little bit of the clothes. This case right here is always super stupid expensive. They've got a Hummel in there for $90. A Hummel, guys. I looked it up. It's not worth it. It's worth like 15. Checking out the media, the books. Again, not a lot. It's kind of thin on the ground right now. I do look this book up here, and it's worth about $20, but the sell-through rate is horrendous on it. I almost picked it up for myself because I do like the religious books, but this is a book club edition of this book. If it had been the first edition, I would have definitely grabbed it, but this is not one of the book club editions that is actually worth money, unlike the Dune book that we sold a couple weeks ago. So put it back. Alright, it's a couple days later, back at the mission again. We're going to come in, we're going to grab our cart, and we are going to go see what we can find. This hoodie over here catches my eye, and I kind of look at it and I'm like, that's a nice hoodie. That's in my size. But I'm like, nope, focus, focus. So I come over here and I skim through the media. It's the exact same stuff that was here a couple days ago when I was here. So I don't really look too hard, but I do kind of glance through it, see if there's anything new. Then I decide, yes, I do want this hoodie for myself. It is actually very soft and very warm. It's not a name brand or anything, but it's a nice hoodie. And for I think $3, you can't go wrong, right? Checking out the hats, checking out the coats, not seeing much. I'm just kind of checking out the clothes because I know the $5 bag sale's coming up, but not really seeing anything to get me excited for that. Got to squeeze by this nice lady here. She was very polite. Come around back into the electronics section, looking for another banger, hoping to find something. I do find a toner cartridge for a fax machine up here. Um, some of these toner cartridges, they're worth looking up every time. I found one a couple weeks ago. I don't remember if it was on video or not. I paid $3 for it and I sold it for 80. Actually, I think I found two of them. $3 a piece. Sold them both for 80 a piece. So unfortunately, this one only sells for about 25, $30, and they want 10 on it. So I mean, $29 free delivery was one of those comps there. So it just really wasn't worth it. Had it been $2 or $3, I'd have probably picked it up. Even $5 maybe, I would have picked it up. But as I'm putting that back, I find a brand new in the box Brother fax machine. Now, I know a lot of you guys are thinking, fax machine, who the heck uses that anymore? But surprisingly, there's a lot of people out there that still fax. And for whatever reason, this one's brand new in the box, so I look it up, and that is my sold comp right there, guys. $110. I paid $16 for this machine. I listed it, and within an hour, I got an offer. I had it listed for $125. They offered me $110, and I took it and ran. $16 into $110 in less than an hour. I'm going to take that all day long, every day. I would love to have a sale like that every day. So I go ahead and I check out the rest of the electronics, trying to see if there's anything else back here. Come over here, contemplate digging through the records, but it's the same records that have been here for months. They're just, basic polka and old stuff that just nobody wants. You can't give it away. So we're going to go ahead and grab our cart, and we're going to kick in that zoom again. We're going to come through the toys because you got to look at the toys. Not seeing anything. Not seeing anything. Coming over here, and then I see this perfect bacon bowl. Some of this made, as seen on TV stuff, can actually be worth quite a bit of money. I know there's a bacon wave that is worth $25 to $30 all day long. So, I go ahead and I decide, better look this up because, you know, my luck I'd leave behind a $50 bacon bowl, but nope, $9 free ship. So this isn't one of those things you want to look out for, but it does look delicious and I really thought about buying it for myself. But I do put it back and I keep walking down the aisle here and I see one of the blooming onion machines, which 3-4 years ago these were things were selling for 25, 30, $40 a piece, depending on how nice they were. And so I go ahead and I look it up, and the it's really falling off on these guys. 15 plus ship, 20 plus ship. I don't know if it's all in there. I don't want to take the time to inventory it, so I go ahead and put it back. And we're going to zoom on through all this glassware. It's the same stuff every time, never anything there. I do open this box up because, you got to open up boxes when you're at the thrift store, guys. You never know what's in there. I had no idea what was in there, so Went ahead and opened it up, and it's a nail dryer. These things are a dime a dozen. They're 20 bucks on Amazon or something like that. So definitely not worth picking up, not worth my time. But right next to it was this Arbonne Ginger Citrus Bath Set, brand new. It's one of those things that like sitting on a shelf for a couple months, it's not gonna hurt it. And so I go ahead and look it up, and it sells for about 20 bucks plus ship. They wanted $2 on it, so I figured, hey, 2 into 20 might take a month or two. Who cares? All right, to the Tri City thrift store. Now, I generally don't go to the store, guys, because when I do, I almost never find anything. But I happened to be driving by it, and I figured, you know what? I haven't been here in a while. I'm going to stop in, and sure enough, I do find something here in a little bit. It's nothing earth shattering, but I figured, hey, I actually found something. I should probably go ahead and put it in a video because these guys don't get a lot of screen time. I'm checking out all the books and not really finding anything good there. So I decided to go ahead and go into the store, and I'm going to go ahead and hit the fast forward, guys, because honestly I don't find anything until I get back to the toy room here in just a minute. I do look at all their DVDs, and I'm still on that hunt for that Cars VHS because, I want to find a $300 VHS. That'd be so sweet. But I do check a few of these things because you never know. It's stuff I hadn't seen before, stuff that seemed kind of odd. I do check through. I see, like I thought maybe this Tupac was. No, it's not worth nothing. This one was, one of those BBC ones. Check through all the loose discs. That Wii Play was scratched to hell. So, nothing good, unfortunately. But hey, you got to check because you never know what you're going to find in the media section, guys. I found one the other day, well, not the other day, a couple months ago, before I started doing the channel, that I paid $1 for, and I got $100 out of it because it was just a weird, obscure movie. It was something called I Fought a Bear or something like that. I don't remember exactly. All right, here we are back in the toy room, and it's actually fairly clean today. Usually this stuff is spread everywhere. I really wish that there was like an empty tote in here so you could transfer stuff while you're digging, but I do find this bag of Legos. I'm like, hey, I like Legos. So I pull it out and I see this MTV thing. I know it's not worth much, $5 or so, but there's some minifigs in the bag. I figure there's a little Sonic minifig. There's some Minecraft minifigs, and that's just the one little bag that's in the big bag. I do look up this MTV one, or no, I try to look up this figure here, but I'm not having a lot of luck doing it through the bag. Yeah, see, can't be a thing of just a whole bunch of them. So I go check out Google Lens. This is every reseller's friend, guys. If you don't know what Google Lens is, you need to check it out. You can take a picture of something, say like a dish set that's got a interesting pattern, and you can usually find the stuff on eBay right there. Like I said, I look up the MTV one. I know it's not worth a whole lot, but I figure between the minifigs and the MTV piece, and then I can just throw the rest of the loose Legos in with the rest of my other loose Legos, and I can start selling those by the pound. Once I get enough to start doing that. I pull this other bag out, and I see a whole bunch more Minecraft figures, and there's a couple of Star Wars figs in there. You can't really see them too well, but they are in there. And then I see in the bottom of the bag that there's a Star Wars set, and it looks, obviously I got an inventory, but it looks pretty complete, so that sealed the deal right there. Let's go ahead and throw all those Legos back in the bag, and I know I'm going to get it because it's going to be cheap here. That's the one thing about this place is they don't upcharge a whole lot. I do find this tech deck, like little ramp playset piece. I go ahead and grab that too because tech deck's fairly popular still, and I know I can get at least $10 out of it. And I know they're only going to charge me, like, I think I paid $5 for the bag of Legos and the tech deck set. So, I mean, that's not too shabby. But, I sit here and I look this up real quick. And again, it's about what I expect. It's about a $10 ramp. So, nothing too crazy, but hey, you got to do what you got to do, and you find something in another, this is a charity thrift. These guys, they also help out homeless people and stuff like that. So, I mean, I try to support these places as much as I can. Even if it's $1 into 10, I make a little money. They help some people. It's a good time. I do look through a little bit more of these toys, but I'm not seeing much. So, I see this little Leonardo guy. I'm like, it's new. I'm just debating, do I want to dig through these totes? And I decide I really, really don't. Because I've dug through them before and not found a whole lot. So, alright guys, I think that's going to go ahead and end the video. We're going to zoom on out of here. We're going to check out a little bit of stuff around the corners. Check out some flip-flops and some shoes. Checking out some sheets. Checking out some other stuff. Hoping to find a good game. See some comics. But nothing I want to buy. So come up here, like I said. Guy charges me $5 for it. And that's it. That's the end of the video, guys. I appreciate everybody stopping by and hanging out with me for this, 20 minutes or so. If you like this kind of content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I drop videos twice a week. I do a Sunday confessional where I go over my numbers, and I do a little video like this every Wednesday showing you what I find out there. So, we'll see you on the next one.